as Australian Lleyton Hewitt found himself in a heated third-round battle in the summertime heat of New York City. Hewitt, a semi-finalist at Flushing Meadows last year, was pushed by an American wildcard entry named James Blake. The Aussie's temperature began to rise in the third set. Already having been called for a foot foul earlier in the match, the linesman again calls Hewitt for the foot faults. And Hewitt is not at all happy about it. Now serving in the far court, Hewitt. Blake gets the lucky return, but it's just inside the line. No question on his next return. Blake blasts the forehand winner. Already upset, Hewitt expresses his anger to the chair umpire. Hewitt survived the match, but later had to answer charges that his complaints were racially motivated.
It was a conversation between me and the umpire. All I got back to, I come from a multicultural country, and I'm not, racial in any way at all. And people can, have their own opinions, but that was between me and the umpire, and there was nothing racial said out there at all. If people took it in the if people took it in the wrong way, then I apologise, because it wasn't meant to be in that way. But the way that I said it was not a racial remark at anyone.
When asked about the controversy, here's how Blake responded, quotes, "I'm generally a positive thinker. I give people the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes maybe too much, but I'm definitely going to give him the benefit of the doubt this time because it's in competition."
Fine over an allegedly racist remark made during Friday's 5-set win over black American James Blake at the US Open. Hewitt was called by a black linesman for 2 foot faults in the 4th set, leading to this exchange with the Swiss umpire Andreas Egli.
Had nothing to do racial, mate.
How was that not racial?
Well, I don't think I said anything racial out there.
Well, you were saying that James had one color skin and the line person had the same color skin.
I didn't say that to the umpire.
Well, what did you say?
No, mate. It was a conversation between me and the umpire. All I got back to, I come from a multicultural country, and I'm not, racial in any way at all. And people can have their own opinions, but that was between me and the umpire, and there was nothing racial said out there at all.
It's the heat of the battle. I'll always give people the benefit of the doubt in the heat of competition. Anything can be said, and we'll see what he says after that if it comes up in his interview. But I'm sure he just spoke his mind, and he was upset that he got some bad calls. And if he wants to talk about it later, then I'd be happy to have a conversation about it. And I didn't know, maybe I misunderstood what he said, but it's the heat of the battle. Anything can happen out there.
If people took it in if people took it in the wrong way, then I apologise, because it wasn't meant to be in that way. But the way that I said it was not a racial remark at anyone.
Open tournament referee Brian Early said the USTA and the International Tennis Federation will review the videotape, speak with all parties involved, and issue a statement at the appropriate time.
After a comment he made during his second-round match at Flushing Meadows, Hewitt complained about an official during his 5-set victory over American wildcard James Blake. He was twice foot-faulted by the same line judge. The second incident led to Hewitt losing serve and his cool. Hewitt stormed over to the umpire and demanded that the official be moved to another position, a request the umpire granted, but Hewitt strenuously denied his outburst had anything to do with race.
Look at him, and you tell me what the similarity is. Had nothing to do racial, mate.
How was that not racial?
Well, I don't think I said anything racial out there.
Well, you were saying that James had one color skin and the line person had the same color skin.
I didn't say that to the umpire.
Well, what did you say?
No, mate. It was a conversation between me and the umpire. All I got back to, I come from a multicultural country, and I'm not, racial in any way at all.
Racist remark aimed at a line judge during his second-round win over African-American James Blake. The feisty Aussie was chastised by the press corps, but did not get fined by tournament officials. There was no such controversy in Sunday's match in New York, as the 4th-seeded Hewitt was on his best behavior against 25th-seeded Spaniard Albert Portas. Hewitt, far court, got 3 early breaks and then backed that up by winning his service games as he would lose just 1 game in that opening set. With Portas now leading 3-2 second set, Hewitt hammering away from the baseline and winning the point with that inside-out forehand of his. Now serving for a 2-0 lead, Hewitt smacks the deep backhand and will set him up for the easy put-away volley. The young Aussie would wrap up the straight set triumph as he served up ace number 4 of the day. Hewitt lives, but that race issue did not die.
I wasn't really worried about it too much. I was going out there and I got a 3rd round match of the US Open, and it's a place where I've had a lot of good memories here from last year, making the semis, which was my best singles result. And I was just trying to get through to the 4th round. I think it all got blown out of proportion. Something that for sure I don't think anyone wanted to go through. But I'll learn from it, and hopefully it won't happen again.
Kurzen Prozess machte der Australier Lleyton Hewitt mit dem Spanier Albert Portas. Dieser hatte nie eine echte Siegchance gegen den Nummer 4 gesetzten Hewitt und unterlag glatt in 3 Sätzen. Portas leistete sich 53 Unforced Errors und machte es Hewitt damit denkbar leicht. Diesmal zeigte sich Hewitt von seiner freundlichen Seite. Im Match gegen den farbigen Amerikaner James Blake hatte Hewitt noch lautstark die Ablösung eines farbigen Linienrichters verlangt, weil dieser angeblich Blake bevorteile. Danach waren Hewitt rassistische Neigungen nachgesagt worden, was dieser jedoch stark dementierte.
You for months and months and months later. Just say what you meant.
As I said, I've spoken to James, I've spoken to the ITF people, we've all gone through it.
Well, speak to your fans through the media. What they want, when we walk in the stadium, that's all that people are talking about Lleyton. They want to know what Lleyton Hewitt meant.
All I wanted was the line person changed, as any of you people would have if you got foot-folded twice at the same end and haven't been foot-folded in your 1st round match and didn't get foot-folded in today's match either. It's just a strange situation when you get foot-folded twice at one end and not at the other end.
What did you mean by similarities? Can you clarify that aspect of the question?
I'd like to move on to today's match if you could, mate.